It's never a waste of time to make time for the truth. A moment spent listening and paying attention to the truth can change your life. So let's take a moment for the truth. Psalms 119:33 says, "Teach me the way of your statutes, Lord, and I shall comply with it to the end." This psalm begins a new section of 8 verses. The previous 8 verses focused on a sense of sin, a trembling childlike sense of weakness, a cry for help from God. Whereas in this section, the focus now shifts to the writer's sense of dependence and need that's expressed in prayers and pleads. One of the necessities of humility in our relationship with the Lord is that without it, we can't learn or grow. Find a person who knows everything and they're incapable of learning. Why? Because they already know everything. It is ignorant and naive to assume that we have no need to be taught. As one writer put it, what we do not know and cannot do far exceeds what we do know and can do. This is even amplified more when it comes to the things of God. Therefore, the opening words of this verse makes all the more sense. It says, "Teach me the way of your statutes, Lord." Now remember, these words are coming from a seasoned, experienced saint who just happens to be a king. And yet, he's asking to be taught. Now, what do you think that says for the rest of us? The person who never will be taught, well, they remain locked in a small world of their own limitations and wisdoms. And whereas a person who calls out for instruction from God, that person has access to endless wisdom, the endless wisdom of the Creator. The depth of this requested learning is more than just mere information. He desires to know the way of the enactments of God. This points to the spirit, the manner, the direction, the habit, the tendency that infuse these instructions. This will fill in the everyday crevices of life with the meaning of where they are applied. As the words of one song says, "This is the air I breathe." And then in the final phrase of this verse expresses the extent of his request. "And I shall comply with it to the end." The instructions are meant to not be forgotten. This is in compliance with the known will of God. The work of our God in our life is moving us to being transformed into His image in the fear of the Lord. This work will only be completed in the end of our life. And so the last words are fitting when it says "to the end." The perseverance of the saint is certainly predicted by God, but it is not an automatic process. It doesn't come from boasting, like the Apostle Peter can testify, having denied the Lord after making his own boast. The only boast is in the Lord who provides the answer to the prayer that's stated in this psalm. The heart continually asking for instruction will receive it from the Lord who provides it. Ask the Lord to instruct you. Know that His continued instruction will keep you all the way to the end. It only takes a moment, but it will be a moment that will matter. Thanks for watching and listening to Truth Matters Moment. Also, don't forget to look for our weekly podcast called Truth Matters. It comes out every Wednesday. Catch you later.